you're not.
We're live now. What's up, everybody? My name is Tristan Grimm, and welcome to the live stream. Today we're playing GTA Online, and now you may realize that we don't have the normal horror story background. I haven't touched this channel in a long time, and I thought it was well past due for me to get the fuck back on here while having some fun, giving you guys something to watch, something, give you guys some scenery, some background, some fun while we go on this adventure together. Now, I'm going to be opening up the Reddit app, and I'm going to be trying to leave links in the description below. However, if I can't, I'll be making sure to tell you guys on this video itself what the subreddit that the story came from, the title, and the author, so that way you guys can find it. And if they're very hard to spell, I may just end up going over to my phone and going to the live stream and just commenting using the Grimm Nation. Now, if this is your first time joining the live streams and you enjoy a good live stream, be sure to check out all of my channels, because from time to time I will do a GTA, a Skyrim, or a Red Dead Redemption live stream. Now, without further ado, let me get the rest of the setup finished. You guys enjoy Daisy's driving. I'm here with Daisy Grimm. She's our driver. Daisy, would you please just announce your presence to the company?
Hi.
Louder.
Hi.
Hi.
That wasn't me.
And that was me. And then we have the baby Tysons, but he can't talk right now. He's like a month old. So go, aww. Let me hear it. Let me hear that. Aww.
No.
I can't hear you. Okay. Where's your laptop?
It's right there.
Because I'm gonna be using that. I'm gonna be using my phone to keep track of the live stream, and your laptop to read the stories.
Okay.
What's your password?
Oh, I thought that was my girl. I'm like, excuse me.
No. What's your password?
It's 2017.
2017. Oh, I don't like the bite. It's nice. Alright, you guys. It's so cool that we have two laptops now. Now we can do twice the... Oh my god. I love your keyboard.
Why is he running? I don't understand. I didn't even know.
Oh, you pulled out a gun.
Yeah, but I didn't pull it in front of him.
Okay, guys, so we're actually going to be kind of surfing the web for horror stories as well. We're going to make the first hour or two dedicated to GTA in the background. Then what we're going to do is we're going to switch it up probably to Skyrim. But for right now, just enjoy the ride, just enjoy the drive. We're going to have a great time today. I dare you to update the shit out of that fucking Prius. Like, I dare you to take it and then just go upgrade the fuck out of it.
Blonde? The white?
Yeah, the white one.
Oh,
but here, let me show you. Let me show you where to go. Alright, but hey, if you're Franklin, go to Daisy, look. Daisy, if you go to that one right there, you get all the upgrades for free on any car, okay? So you don't have to do it, I was just asking. Okay. So let's see. Oh, I like that.
Isn't this yours?
Yeah, that one's mine.
Then why do you want me to leave it there?
Because it spawns back at the house. Like, if you leave it and then go drive back to his house,
And
it'll...
You want me to upgrade it? Like, do you want me to?
No, that one's fully upgraded.
No, the white one.
The white one. I've always been curious as to what happens when you upgrade a Prius.
Right,
Does the engine just go, yay? And Jason's just sitting here watching video games. That one right there. You see where the shirts are? The two this way. Keep going. Right there. That one.
Here?
Yeah, you get all the upgrades for free because I bought the property. I'm Tessence, the baby Tessence. I am a baby. This is the baby. But the baby. Oh, here, let me see it. Alright, back reverse. Oh, what the fuck?
I am.
Okay, turn it the other way. Turn it the other way again.
Oh, I've done it before.
You gotta. There you go. There you go. Almost there. Almost there. Be tortured.
I remember I've done this before, and it took me.
Oh no! Just grab his car and use it to push his car.
I'm already doing it.
Okay, now go. Drive. And be sure to change the color. That's the only.
Oh my god, stupid cuts are coming.
Yeah, just follow the map. Okay, so there's a cop up ahead.
I know, I'm not retarded. I can't see it.
Okay, so I'm going to.
Upgrade it, I can crash it. Oh, I hate these cops. They're so dumb.
Oh man. Oh, just fuck him up. Once you get inside the spray and paint. Dude, go over that hill. Go over that hill. No, I meant like go straight, but. Okay.
I'm gonna die.
Okay.
I killed him.
Yeah, just keep going like that. Just stay off the road. Just continue straight. If you feel yourself getting too out of control, just so you know what to do.
I know how to do it.
Okay.
If you move, I can't see.
Oh my god, look, he fell.
You're so mean. You didn't say anything, you just fell. What, buddy? Oh,
Okay. Okay, can you guys hear me? Hello? Okay, so it looks like it's picking up my voice pretty okay.
Oh man, I'm so stuck.
There. Alright, you're falling.
It's fine, I just changed it.
Alright. Let me just quickly switch over to...
Thank you for pushing me. Oh god.
Ooh, that was a nut. Ooh, you got slammed. Without delay. Alright, guys. We're setting up shop as we speak. That was random. Dun dun dun.
I totally forgot. I totally forgot.
Okay, so you've escaped the cops. That's pretty cool.
Alright, so what do you want me to do?
Everything. Just up it all the way. Everything's for free. Okay, so just to let you guys know, I'm currently watching the video. I'm keeping the comments up. So let's go to No Sleep. Oh, look, jeez. Don't worry about that if you don't want to.
Should I pretend I want it?
Hmm?
You want this one? Or?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's your car. Well, I mean, like, it's you do as you please. I've just been kind of curious as to what happens. Where the fuck did I put my water? Okay. Okay, guys, so our first one is number 2 in the slot of the No Sleep horror section of Reddit. It is subreddit No Sleep. The author is sin-crow or sin_crow_7, and the title is Flight 893 Does Not Exist. Let's check it out. Okay, alright, so we're going to start the story reading. So just kind of sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Hello, my name is Frederick Valentich. I'm on a flight to nowhere. Please don't search for Flight 893, because that's a number I made up. I'm not sure of the real number. I'm writing on here because it's preordained. This is the only site that will allow my entry. The reception is tricky, but after hundreds of repeats, I've narrowed it down to these few hours that I can manage a signal. I'm not sure what questions to ask or what details to offer. Question 1. What day is it? I'm asking because I don't know how long I've been on this flight. I remember kissing my girlfriend goodbye before I left our apartment. I tripped over my cat on the way out, and I got to the airport late because of a red Corvette flipping alongside the highway and killing 3 people. From there, the rest is unclear. I don't remember boarding. I remember being on the plane, but not boarding. Question 2. Is there any theory about time remaining in an internal loop that is not based on the movie Groundhog Day? What if time is a stream that is flowing to an endpoint but hits these rocks before and meets that end? Where does the water go? Would the water that left the stream dissipate at the same rate or end up trapped in an eternal loop? That brings us to our up to several questions. What are these rocks? Where is the stream leading us? And why would anyone want to stop us from reaching this end? If they hit the rocks and escape the stream, where do they go? How long do we exist? How long do we have to exist from this point that we left the stream? Usually takeoff is the only thing I hate about flying. I can deal with the turbulence. I expect it. I don't expect to take off over and over again. I wake up at the point where the plane is hitting the maximum acceleration and the wind guides it away from the tarmac. My stomach pulls into my seat and when I wake up. I remember to clench and breathe. Hold on for dear life, because this is the 1 in a million time that the plane explodes. Something like that. Maybe it flips onto the side and we all die in a fiery blaze. Maybe we hit something out of nowhere and tumble over across the coast. I can't tell what's supposed to happen because it's the same thing that's been happening over and over again. I don't know how many times this has happened, but it's been hundreds. I don't even remember where I was going. I looked several times for a plane ticket, but I have none. Maybe the attendant took it upon boarding. So there must be some evidence or memory of why I'm on this plane. Have you ever had a nightmare so frequently that you know right when you fall asleep that it's going to happen again? I've done anything I can think of to stop it. I've leapt out of the plane. I've killed passengers. I've been killed by flight marshals. I've done nearly everything I can to stop it, but it happens every time. This dream is meant to be. It's not meant to be stopped. In the hours of waiting that killed me, we're somewhere over the oceans. I think we took off from New York. There's so much time in between takeoff and the nightmare. I don't know what's real anymore. When I see the spider, I know the nightmare has begun. It means that the Dark Lord has awoken from his own distorted reality. The spider crawls along the roof of the cabin. He starts fidgeting, moving his tiny legs rapidly, as if he's spinning a web. He rips a minute hole in the cabin. I can't see that it's a hole, but it's the only explanation I can come up with, because for a moment, he disappears. Only a second later, the stewardess walks to the front of the plane. She starts to talk and chokes on her words. It doesn't take long for the spider to crawl out of her. She's left on the ground, doubled over with her tongue out, waiting for the spider to gingerly make its way out of her mouth. The spider dangles from a string. The poor girl cries and says something in her panic that doesn't make sense. Everyone's up, and no one can do anything to stop her from crying. She vomits hundreds of spiders, They scatter. Everyone screams. Hundreds of bodies flood to the back of the plane. It shifts, lifting us up to a higher elevation. As the nose pulls upward, we settle against the back of the plane, and the scourge range down upon us. Our eyes are closed as we scream, feeling hundreds of tiny legs climbing all over the body. The spiders bite, and I'm sure I've never felt anything so sharp. They make these noises, like hissing, but it's an actual language. They're clicking and hissing in some way to signal the directive to each other. The spiders poke their way into our bodies. They climb down our mouths, slide into our ears and nostrils, pulling up our eyelids and dig into our brains. They find any way to reach us before we see the Dark Lord rising above the crowd. It happens every time, but every time I see him, his face is unfamiliar. Every time I see him, it's for the first time. He assumes the form of so many. He levitates above us with his arms raised, palms out to show his scars, as he spews the dreaded black flies that will help spread a new form of plague. They want us to be patient zero. He yawns and hundreds of black flies escape him, and they sting. As they chew into our flesh before we feel the change, I hear them buzzing, as they chew through my ears and swarm over my eyes until all I can see is black. Someone spits and catches hundreds of flies in a web that splashes against the roof of the cabin. He realizes what he can do and spits again. He catches hundreds of flies against the ceiling of the cabin. The plane is still flying in possibly vertical angle. The man climbs along the wall, his head twitching. He's shaking as he chews through the web and eats away the flies. Another person spits, catching hundreds more. The crowd loses its mind and climbs to the cabin, consuming every fly. The cabin settles, but it can't be. It can't be. I don't know what happened. Everyone goes back to their seats as if nothing's happened. The captain removes the fastened seatbelt light and people stand up. A few make their way to the bathrooms. I see a man asking for a glass of water. What has happened? As I concluded from repeating this moment several times, that God will not allow us to survive. If we survive, it means the Antichrist has found entry into our world. We have to die, but the loop won't end. I don't know how to end it. Question 3. How do I end this? Well, geez, you guys, wasn't that a fucking terrifying story? Holy fucking shit. Alright, you guys, I just want to let you know that we're going to be taking a quick break from the stories. We're going to be taking a quick break from the stories. Take care of some stuff. If you want some water?
I already have water.
Okay, I'm going to go get some water. I'm going to go get some water, you guys. But for now, enjoy the scenery. What do you want to paint it as?
I already put black.
Okay. Oh, you already put the wheels?
Not the wheels, just the roof.
Okay, so we're gonna just... You don't want that?
It doesn't matter.
That one? Okay.
As long as it's everything black.
Alright guys, this is the Daisy Mobile. We're going to be taking it out for its first spin, for its first trial. This is how we're going to do it.
It's so ugly.
It's not bad.
That wouldn't be my credo.
What's up, fuckface? What do you think I'm playing? Move fucking faster. So like I said, I'm going to get water in a little bit. Come on. Oh, you called the cops, huh? Bitches. Alright, I've got the money. Alright. Let's see what this puppy can do.
He likes to watch you play.
Alright, we got good control. We're staying just out of sight. These tires have good traction. Which ones did you get, Daisy? Tuner?
I don't remember. I just got them.
These look like tuner. I'll look in the live stream.
I think I did. Yeah.
Alright, we're going to go off-roading a little bit, see how this car can handle it. You know, it's funny, you see all these comedies where these guys are running from the cops and they're driving a car pretty much like this. Not gonna lie, this is a pretty shitty car. I mean, the paint job is beautiful, but this car is slow as fuck.
And that's why I don't want it.
I know, I just wanted to see how fast it could go. But it has nowhere near the power necessary. We've escaped the cops, and we're going to be continuing the stories after this. After this little escapade. Oh, did you see that? I just barely missed the railing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to come back to the stories in a little bit. We're going to park, grab a bite to eat. I don't know what the fuck we're going to do. Ooh, is that an auto shop?
In a bed? What?
That's sad. Okay, you guys, I'm going to be right back. Just give us like 5 minutes. Go enjoy another YouTuber. Go enjoy another video. Be sure to hit that like button and set your timers for 5 minutes, because that's when we'll be back. Okay, you guys, set your timers back to 0. We are back, and we are better than ever. Alright, so we're still parked in the same situation. Just to update you guys, baby Jason was hungry. I just spilled water all over my fucking laptop.
You did?
Kind of, not really.
Yeah, you'd be pissed.
I mean, it's not glitching out. Whoa. Okay, so now the camera's showing. I don't want that right now. Okay, camera's off. So I can't get the camera to work now. God damn it. I wanted to get it working a while back. Where did I leave my glass? Oh. It's so cute. Hey, this is the first time we've worked together on a video. Okay, you guys, so we're going to be moving on to the next thing. Am I blocking your view?
No.
Can you see the map?
Yeah.
Okay, so I decided I'm going to share this one. Now, I'm going to be sharing this to my social medias, and then we're going to continue. So give me a minute to just kind of tag everyone. Boom, 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 boom. Boom 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 banana boom nap 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 banana Sorry guys, I just felt like being weird. Alright, you guys, I'm going to be sharing this up on my social media, up on my Facebook. So, everyone who was tagged in on my Facebook, leave a comment down below. I'm going to give this a few minutes to get some reactions, get some goings. We're going to have it going on like Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong. Alright. Oh my god, so this is George Lopez and Selena Gomez talking, right? And it says, so you had sex with Justin? Yeah, 3 times. So you're no longer a virgin. The first stench not anymore, but the rest is still fresh.
Nice, you down in a chair.
You know, if you hit people that are in chairs, they just, like, if you really just tap into them, they just die.
No, he was standing up and he fell in the chair.
Nice.
They hit him, then he got up, and they shot him.
Alright, you guys. Alright, as we're hitting the first 31st minutes of this live stream, congratulations, motherfuckers. We've made it to the other side.
Shit, I can't do this. You can at the same time. Stop.
Alright,
Oh, shit.
Alright, you guys, so let's check out the live stream. I want to see how many people are viewing at the current time. Alright, we got 3 people watching. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. We're going to get that Job Corps story up on the mantle. If you are live streaming right now, be sure to comment right now so you guys can get your proper shout-outs if you are a Job Corps student. Okay, you guys. Haunted. Alright, you guys. So let's see what the stories are. Okay, guys, so we have here from Blinking For You. This post was posted 2 years ago and goes as follows. Hello, I'm a California resident who went to Job Corps when I was 18. I've been living in California all of my life and grew up in Riverside, Moreno Valley at that point. I heard a lot about the same horror stories as you hear from my older brother who went to the San Bernardino Job Corps. Nothing about rape, though. He got into some fights and drank a lot while he was there and witnessed some bullshit before he got kicked out for having alcohol on campus. Go figure. I got into Job Corps when I was 18 and I wanted to go to the San Bernardino Job Corps like my brother had, thinking I could avoid being a dumbass like him. But my admission counselor strongly advised that I go out of state to the Clearfield Job Corps. Like, he sat there and talked about it, even showed me a video about the Clearfield Job Corps in Utah. I initially didn't want to go out of state and wanted to be able to go home on the weekends and not have to be so far from my family. But that Job Corps had a lot going for it, and to be frank, my only close to home option was San Bernardino, which I'd heard a lot of bad stuff about, and my brother and some of my friends just telling me that it was pretty ghetto. I'm not going to go into detail about my experience at Clearfield Job Corps because you asked specifically for California Job Corps experiences, but if you want to know, I'd be happy to share. I'd give you my advice. Wow, this wasn't horror at all. I feel completely disappointed. Holy fuck. Okay. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Alright. Holy shit, guys. I found a motherload of stories for those of you guys who are local fuckers. Alright, guys. Here's a story straight from the David L. Carrasco Job Center. Or Job Corps Center. Alright, you guys. So it states here, as you guys know, fucking stupid ass computer. Hold on, give me a second, you guys. Alright. Dave.
Your head is like not letting you see.
Okay. Alright, hold on. Hold on just a second, you guys. I'm finding the story. I'm finding it. Okay. What is this? I see. So apparently the David L. Carrasco Job Corps Center used to be a motel run by the Mafia. Seized by the FBI, it was turned over to the government and turned into a David L. Carrasco Job Center. What few people know is its dark history. Being that it was a Mafia safe house, hotel in disguise, we all know what was really running on there. Drug trade, prostitution, and murder. Yeah, that's right. You live in the boys section? What about the girls section? What about the counselor's office? The section counselors? Yeah. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? To think that our own home, a place that we live at during the weeks where we felt safe, or at least comfortable for the time that we're being there, regardless of the rules, was once ground zero for Mafia black site and murder. As it is, the border is a quick drive away either direction. You're about 15 minutes away. According to here, they would bring enemies of the Mafia in here, people who owed them money, anything like that. You got brought to the motel. The hotel. The motor motel, according to this, I believe. Let me just clarify. I'm going to clarify this real quick.
Talking about motels.
Motor hotel.
Talking about motels.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Well,
Anyways, okay, so I can't really get a confirmation on the name. However, that being said, people died in that Job Corps. This wasn't a fresh built center. Now they say that there is a locked off section behind the counselor's office of Iniques and the counselors that are to her left. Also behind the work base office. Now, the reason that section is closed off and it used to be opened, so I've heard, is I believe people actually legitimately died there. It's haunted. It is actually incredibly haunted. Killed the cop. It's incredibly haunted. And a lot of people died.
That's what I get for listening.
A lot of people died.
I didn't kill him.
One such was the Man in Black. Now, if you don't know who the Man in Black is, the Man in Black is the mysterious form that shows up in the hidden section. From what I've heard, those who have seen him, it invokes terror. It invokes a sense of dread. Such dread that you cannot escape. You are going to die, and it will be him that kills you. It must be a horrible feeling, right? To know that you just may die right then and there. There is nothing and no one who can save you. There's also the little girl of the boys section. Now, it was stated there that the Mafia kidnapped the daughter of a very prominent El Paso politician.
That's nice.
That being said, the politician didn't want to pay up. So what happens when you don't pay up to the Mafia? They kill off your family. This little girl was sweet and innocent, and I can't find much information on her right now. But it's sad to know that stuff like that happened. I think it's time we moved on to another subject, because now I kind of don't want to go back to Job Corps. I'm getting scared. Okay. So we're going to go back to Reddit. Now, let's try Skinwalker. We're going to be hitting it up on the Skinwalker.
I thought these were skulls. Look.
What?
They look like skulls with a hat. Like a sombrero.
What?
Don't they look like skulls?
Not really.
Yeah, like with a hat. Yeah, like
it looks like they're wearing a hat now. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah, they look like Mexican skulls or something.
Alright, you guys, here we go. Oh, give me a second.
I just need a car.
As we're moving on to the 45th minute of this live stream, we're going to be switching it up to Skinwalkers. This is submitted to the No Sleep part of Reddit by Dark Raven. Now that is spelled capital D, lowercase ARK, uppercase R, lowercase AYVYN. And it is Skinwalker in the Woods with 533 upvotes. I live right next to the Navajo reservation. and I have met friends with many of the people there my age. We like to hang out, play video games, and just be normal teens. I walk over a lot since my best friend lives a little less than a mile away from me. This isn't a long trek and only takes me about 25 to 30 minutes. I've made this trip dozens of times and have grown very comfortable with it. I know the people along the way, so I'm not scared or on edge. There's a patch of forest, however, about the midway there. It's a little unnerving sometimes that there's always that feeling of being watched. This was a regular occurrence for me, so I tried to just ignore it and shake it off as my mind plays tricks on me. This day I spent more time at my friend's house than I meant to, and when I left I was already getting dark. I reached the stretch of forest right as the sun disappeared from the sky, and I shivered a little as I readied myself to begin the journey through. I was 10 steps in when suddenly I heard a branch snap. You know the sound. The one that screams there's definitely something there with you.
Oh shit, a dog is gonna kill me.
I froze, not sure of what to do or what I should do next. Run or
I died.
turn and book it. I didn't know the best option in this situation. I whispered hello, hearing my voice crack as the words fell from my lips. I didn't know why I was even going to open my mouth, but it was out there, so I listened for any reply. My heart sank when the answer came back in the side of my voice. Hello? I started to breathe too fast, my heart pounding against my chest. I felt as though I might faint. Hello? My voice came again, but not from my mouth. I wanted to run, but my feet felt cemented to the ground. I couldn't scream. I couldn't reply as my voice echoed over and over from a short distance away. I couldn't help but try to pinpoint exactly where it was coming from, to no avail. It sounded like it was everywhere around me. Hello? 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 It repeated. Stop it! I finally managed to tear from my lips. Everything went silent. For a long minute, nothing happened. The air grew stale, and I realized for the first time that there was no typical forest sounds. There were no bugs, no frogs or crickets, nothing. I stood there terrified, waiting to see what would happen next. Stop it! It mimicked back. I had had enough and was willing my heavy legs to move. But before I could hear a step, before I could make a move, I heard rustling in the bushes 20 feet to my left. I watched in horror as a deer with huge antlers protruded through the brush. As it came further out, standing up on two legs, I took off. I flew out of those woods and all the way home in record time. I said nothing to my mom when I got there. I just went up to my room, laid down, and thought about what happened. My mother came in at some point and asked me if everything was alright. I replied with yes. I was just tired. I don't know why I didn't tell her. I guess I might have been afraid of how she would react. I called my friend and told him everything. He freaked out and told me no matter what happened that night, not to reply or look out my window. This terrified me even more. He said to call him the next morning and he would explain more, that he had to explain and speak to his grandfather as soon as possible. That night I couldn't sleep at all. I stayed awake listening to every little sound the night brought. Around 3 a.m., just as I was about to change or drift off, the air changed and the night sounds quieted. I felt my heart begin to pound. I lay there and waited, pulling the covers over my head like a child, far too scared to move. It came after a long moment. Hello? I cried. It was all I could do. Hello? Stop it! It mocked what I had said in the woods again. I was terrified enough when it copied what I'd said, but then it did something really new. It called my name. Amy? My mother's voice. Amy. Amy, come here. Hello? Stop it! my voice again for the rest of the night. The creature was outside my window and called my name in my mother's voice, and then repeated what I had said in the woods over and over. In the morning when the sun broke through the dark, it had finally stopped. I fell into a fitful sleep and woke up around 12 to my friend calling me to tell me he had spoken to his grandfather and could explain what happened to me. He said the creature was called a Yi-Na-Do-Lushi, he who goes on all fours, or a skinwalker. He explained that it was an evil witch that used dark magic to transform into an animal with the attributes it required, and that it had caught my scent and knew me now. Yeah, I was also given a warning, and since it knew me, it would always follow me, and I would always have to be careful. Last night, I heard scratching on my window, then a low hum. The creature began to say my name again, but it also added things I hadn't said in my mother's voice. At one point, it started calling my name, but drawing it out really far, like, Amy. It was trying to get me to come outside, or to open the door and let it in my house. This went in all night. At this point, I feel like I'm going crazy. I don't know what to do. It is seriously going to stalk the shadows around me for the rest of my life? I don't think I can take that. Whoa. That was crazy. You can't kill him, just saying.
I know. That's why I'm not shooting them.
Like, shoot, pull the trigger. Now pull the trigger. Wait, aim away? Yeah, see? As long as it's not directly aimed at him, you can't kill him. Or whatever. Sorry. Yup. All these hoes left. Is Jason right behind me? No. Alright, you guys.
Where should we go? I can't.
You can go into Franklin's house as the other characters.
I know. Wait, right there.
Yeah. It's because his windows are open in the back.
Oh, I can. Oh, look.
Yeah, I think you can park the... Oh my god! Oh, what a horrible way to go. You should go upgrade that.
That's what I was trying to do.
He's dead.
I know.
You killed Ron. You killed Ron. Alright, you guys. Here's another one. Right over there. There you go. Okay. This one is one I've been working on personally. It's a personal story, and I felt it should be shared directly to the viewers, you guys. I have two, but I'll only be sharing one. Do any of you guys play with the Ouija boards? Have you guys ever experienced the demon Zozo? I saw him. And it is still burned into my mind this day. I was playing the Ouija board when the Zozo phenomenon began. Quickly knowing what was going on, I shut it down immediately. With great difficulty, we got the planchette to goodbye and shut down for the night. I dreamed that night I was walking through a dark forest. Upon turning left around a huge boulder, I saw him. A dark figure. You could see his face, but it was unlike anything. You know the shadows underneath your eyes, on your eyes, on your upper lip, and partially on your bottom lip? You know the feeling, the shadow on your nose, underneath it. Everything that was shaded, I could see on his face, but nothing else. No detail offered. Armor, everything. Everything about him made me scream in terror. And then I woke up. I was paralyzed. I couldn't feel. I couldn't move. Just my eyes. As this faceless creature was face to face with me. I looked it dead in the eyes and I saw its face. It was the same as the dream. It crouched to my ear, but without speaking a word, the voice was in my head. I heard, Zozo. He has been haunting me ever since. I don't know what to do, what to say, or what to think. All I know is I'll never be free. Alright, you guys, we're going to take a quick 15-minute break. I'm going to try and do some crazy stunts, if the lovely Daisy wouldn't mind.
I was busy, you know.
So, what are you guys thinking about this series? I'm thinking about making it a regular weekend thing. So just let me know what you guys are thinking about it. You guys gonna think about it? Think about it? Think about it? Alright, so that's it. So let's see how this Patriot smoke looks. There's the white, there's the blue, there's the red. Red, white, and blue. Alright, let's kick it into high gear. Whoa, fuck. That's why I love ATVs. Independent. Well, actually, that's not independent suspension. It'd be really nice if it had it. Alright. Oh, fuck. This thing is twisty-turny. Snake formation. If you run side to side, they'll confuse them. Land of the Lost. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing going. Let's see if we can pop a wheel there. Alright, ready? Alright, this thing is really hard to pop a wheelie on. I'm gonna make that jump right there. And boom! Yeah, that was sexy. I bet you like that. Fucking jump whore. Alright. Let's see, where are we gonna go? Should we go up that mountain right there? Should we go up the mountain?
Yes.
Yes. Alright, you guys, we're going up the mountain. Oh! Max speed! Fuck! Max speed gets you killed. Alright, we're gonna boost our way up that mountain. Speed bump, don't care. Speed bump, don't care. Roadblock, I care. So it appears there's a break. So we just gotta find another one. Oh fuck, I could've got killed by the fucking train. How did I know the train was gonna... I felt it. I like that train feeling. Like, fucking train's gonna come. So we're gonna make our way up to the top of the mountain. Whoa, fuck me. Oh fuck, I'm gonna get myself thrown off. Alright, we're gonna go. We're gonna get stuck here. I don't know what the fuck we're doing anymore, you guys. Whoa, for any of you guys who've played the online version, this is kind of a fun spot. It's where you get to meet the insurgents for the first time. Oh, fuck me! Jesus Christ. Yep, right up in this area is where they're testing. Merryweather tests the insurgents. Alright. Should I take it? Should I fucking take it? I'm gonna take it. The thing about this is this is like one of the hardest fuckers to get on. Yeah, you kind of have to go through the whole thing. Alright, we're in. Let's see, is it front wheel? Nope. Wait. It's rear wheel. Let's take this to the city. I don't think they're going to be too happy that I'm taking their dump truck. Fuck your sign. Oh god damn. Look at that. Takes up the whole fucking space. Oh fuck, that was a cop car. I almost killed the cop with the fucking dump truck. Fuck, I got stuck. Alright, so we're just going to pull off to the side of the road, switch drivers, and continue with the story as our 15-minute break is up.
This is so slow.
I know, but it's you can like kill a lot of people.
I know. That's what I'm trying to do, but they all left. This is amazing. Look.
You died?
I exploded every car.
Alright, you guys. From the Dalek Emperor on No Sleep, we bring to you room 733. With 9,524 votes and voted scariest story of 2015, I present to you guys the most badass story of 2 years ago. Okay. Alright, you guys. There we go. The suicide room. That's what they called room 733. As if I didn't have enough to worry about on my first day as a freshman. We had assigned to dorm 734, which turns out wasn't one of the nice add-on rooms in the South Hall. No, we found ourselves in the older wing of the building on the 7th floor. I wasn't too bummed out, though. At least they honored my request to room with my best friend. Lydia and I spent most of the morning moving in ourselves, and by the time a residential advisor came in, I was taping up posters and Lydia was reading. "Hi, girls, I'm Beth," chirped the bubbly blonde girl as she bounded into our room. "I'll be your RA this year." "Hi," I nodded to her. "Wow, you girls work really fast," she said, taking in our made beds and hung clothes. Beth picked up a drawing of Cthulhu that Lydia had done over the summer, and she turned it sideways, studying it. "Is this the Kraken from Pirates of the Caribbean?" Lydia glared at her over the top of the book. "So anyways," the RA continued, "I know our hall isn't as new as the South Hall, but trust me, there's a lot of history here. This building's almost 60 years old." "Yeah, I can see that," I said, looking around. "The rooms are pretty small." "Well, people were smaller in the 50s, said Beth. "Really?" Lydia said flatly. "Yep, really." Beth pursed her lips and just continued to stand there, while the room was filled with awkward silence. "So," I said, "the corner room next to us, 733, is it?" Since Lydia was an outgoing and friendly person, we made friends at lightning speed. There was a lot of parties, and in those first few weeks, at one, Lydia inevitably met a guy. I had known the girl since we were in Dodgers, so I fully anticipated her having a boyfriend by the end of September. His name was Mike, and he wasn't anything special. Just your standard frat pledge douche canoe. After about a month on campus, the novelty of college started to wear off. Lydia found our stride, and we spent more weekends studying than drinking. Midterms were coming up in a couple weeks, and I was determined to maintain a 4.0 GPA throughout my freshman year. One early night in October, I was woken up by a loud grinding sound. I sat up in my bed and strained to hear it again. Lydia was also wide awake and listening. "What the fuck was that?" she mouthed to me. It wasn't unusual for there to be a noise in the hallway since other people came in at all hours of the night, but this sound had definitely come from next door. The corner room. Grind. Like a grinding noise was present. Is that? Yeah. The window next door. At Lydia's insistence, we kept our window closed at all times. However, there was no mistaking the sound of the window in room 733 being opened and closed at regular intervals. "Who's in there?" Lydia shrugged. "Is someone fucking with us? Like, is this an initiation?" Lydia raised her eyebrows to me. "An initiation to what?" "I don't know. College? Maybe they're hazing the freshmen." The grind came again. "Who is hazing freshmen?" I shrugged. "Becca, I love you, but that was fucking stupid." I threw a pillow at her. "Well, whoever it is, go tell him to knock it the fuck off." Tell him to knock it the fuck off. "Me? I'm not risking being thrown out a window." "Well, I'm not doing it. I'm an art major. You're a political science major. You go lay down the law." "Fuck that." "Then call dumb shit Beth. Isn't this the kind of nonsense she should deal with?" "I'm not calling her, and don't you put that evil on me." "Fine," Lydia whispered loudly, "then we'll just have to ignore it." "I had class at 7:30. "Then do something." Ugh, I got out of bed and stomped to the door. Threw it open dramatically and went down the hall to pound on the room 733, which said supply room. "People are trying to sleep. Please fucking stop," I said when there was no answer. "Dude, seriously!" I stepped back from the door and immediately noticed a problem. Room 733 was padlocked shut from the outside. I hurried back to my room. "What happened?" "I'm not going anywhere near that fucking room again. It is fucking locked from the fucking outside, and I don't know how any fucking buddy could get in that fucking room." "So you're saying it's a spooky ghost?" "No, I'm saying creepy shit's going on inside that room. That is coincidentally called the suicide room." Lydia scoffed and rolled off and went back to sleep. "You should have been a drama major." We didn't hear the window next door again that night, but the next morning you could clearly see from the outside that both windows in the corner were now wide open. I watched the windows on room 733 for an entire week, but they remained open. Occasionally at night, I thought I could hear a noise next door, like marbles dropping or rolling across the floor. Since it never woke up Lydia, I didn't bother to say anything. One afternoon, I was alone in the dorm editing notes on my laptop, and I had my headphones in, but the music wasn't loud enough to cover the noise of someone knocking on the door. "Come in," I said without looking up from the screen. A moment went by, then I heard the knocking again. I jerked out my earbuds and slammed the laptop closed. I turned around. Come in! What the fuck? The door to the hall was wide open. I left it open on purpose since Ian, a junior I was dating, was supposed to be stopping by. I heard knocking again from behind me and literally jumped out of my chair. It had come from the other side of the room, the closest door, or the closet door. It was the closet that shared the wall with room 733. You're not funny, Lydia! Fucking slut. Nothing. Lydia, I swear to fucking God I will punch you in the face. Silence. I walked over to the closet and grasped the handle. Lydia, are you a fucking what? Her voice came from the doorway behind me. I let go of the knob and stumbled back wide-eyed. Lydia threw her stuff on the bed and turned to me, crossing her arm. I'm a fucking what? What? Why? Because someone was knocking on the door. Jesus, Becca. Lydia rubbed her forehead and walked over to the closet, throwing the door open. There was nothing there but clothes and boxes. She made a swipe of her arm as to say, what now? I swear. Becca, there's no one here. We glared at each other until a little standoff was interrupted by the timely arrival of Ian. He immediately sensed tension in the room. Hello, ladies. What's new? I gave my roommate a hostile look. There's strange shit going on in the next room, but that's not new. Which room? 735 or the empty one? The empty one, Lydia emphasized. 733? Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's the suicide room. Right, we heard about the deaths. I sat down on my bed. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. 3 suicides all in one dorm. 3? Lydia raised her eyebrows. We were told there was only 2. Well, there was a couple of people in the 70s and then some guy about 10 years ago. He jumped out the window. Lydia and I both shuddered. Although she was much worse. We were both terrified of heights, and falling death was about the worst thing I could think of. Yeah, I heard there's something in that room. Like what? No one knows, but every year someone has a new theory. Usually right around Halloween it gets published in the campus paper. Whatever it is though, it ain't friendly.
You ran away?
Yeah, I got rid of the house. They told us that we were the biggest incoming freshman class in 20 years. Yeah, I heard that too. You could request a room change. Ian sat down on the bed next to me and leaned against him. Yeah, but they wouldn't keep us together. Becky and I have been best friends for 15 years. We can't room with other people. So we should just keep living here next to Satan? I glanced at the closet door again. Lydia shrugged. At least we have some stories to tell after graduation. These aren't the kind of stories I wanted to tell, I said. A few days later, Lydia began to believe my closet story. I woke up in the middle of the night to someone whispering. I looked over at Lydia, who was already staring at me wide-eyed. She slowly brought her fingers to her lips. I listened intensely, trying to hear what the voice was saying and where it was coming from, but I couldn't understand even one word. I got on my bed and tiptoed over to Lydia's. The whispering was definitely louder over there. But then she shared the wall with room 733. I listened harder. Never taken mouths of fools. What the hell? Lydia leaned over and put her ear to the wall. The whisper suddenly stopped and I leaned closer. Suddenly there was a loud bang from the other side and Lydia immediately recoiled and clutched her ear in pain. Someone was in there. Suddenly more angry than scared, I again threw open our door and stomped over supposedly to the empty room. I banged on the door loudly, not caring who else I woke up at this point. Are you fucking kidding me? I yelled at the door. This shit ain't funny anymore. Come out of that fucking room, you fucking pussy asshole. Silence. And then the doorknob started to turn. I didn't know what I'd expect to happen, but that wasn't that. I backed up so far from the door that I ran to the opposite wall. When the handle turned all the way down, something started to push from the other side. The door groaned loudly, but the locks held. I held my breath under the pressure on the door subsided and the handle slowly returned to its normal position. I noticed Lydia peeking her head out of the room. She held her hands up as if to say, "What happened?" "Someone thinks they're funny," I answered her out loud. She shook her head and disappeared back in our room. I knelt back down onto the floor and brought my head down to the carpet, peering under the door crack. It was the first time I had seen the corner room. Room 733 was definitely a supply closet. There were chairs stacked along one wall and bed frames along the other. There were a few rotting mattresses that were piled under one of the windows and a thick layer of dust covering everything in the room. The windows were absolutely huge, which is something you couldn't really tell by looking up at the building. They were always open and I could definitely see how someone could easily climb up out onto the huge ledge outside. The room looked like it hadn't been disturbed in a couple of decades, which sent a shudder through my body. The moonlight, which had been providing enough light to see in the room, suddenly vanished, and I only saw pitch black inside. I blinked rapidly, trying to adjust to my night vision. My eyes squeezed shut, and when I opened them, a large yellow eye was looking back at me, only a few inches away from my face on the other side of the door. I screamed and woke up half the dorm. There was no denying that things were escalating. The next morning, Lydia and I put in a dorm change request with the residential services and hoped for the best. In the meantime, we agreed we'd never be alone in our dorm room at night. And we both spent the night at home, or neither of us did. We started spending most nights with our respective boyfriends. I told the union that everything happened, and he suggested that I maybe talk to the campus paranormal society.
Don't play over it.
I hesitantly made an appointment with Lydia and met with a small, cleanly dressed kid named Craig and 4 of his colleagues the following Tuesday. We told him everything we could remember, every incident, no matter how small. And Craig and the 4 members of the paranormal society took quietly and took notes for half an hour. It wasn't until we finished that anyone spoke. "Is that all?" Craig said. "Yes," I said slowly. "Would you mind waiting out in the hall for a few minutes, so that I may confer with my colleagues?" "Sure." Lydia smiled indulgently and stood up. "Whatever you need." The door had barely shut behind us when nearly snorted and rolled her eyes. "Let's go." "Go where?" I asked. "Are you serious?" "Lydia, come on, we need help. I'm freaking out. We haven't stayed one night in our dorm since Thursday, so this isn't something we can just brush off." "Okay." Throw up her hands. "Let's hear what you have to say, and then we can go over to residential services and check our move request." We loitered out in the hallway for another 15 minutes before Craig came out and asked us to come back in and take a seat. With all the pomp and circumstances of a meeting of Parliament, Craig cleared out his throat and made his diagnosis. "What you're dealing with, ladies, is a very angry ghost." "Is that your professional opinion, Craig?" Lydia said. I shot her a look. Yes, a vengeful spirit." "A spirit?" I asked. I very much doubted that this is what we were dealing with. "Yes," said one of the not Craigs. "The ghost to the layperson. That's ghost to the layperson." "Jesus Christ," Lydia groaned, rubbing her temples. Mistaking Lydia's frustration with despair, Craig rushed right into his speech. "Don't be afraid, ladies. We're gonna take care of you. It's true that spirits can be quite a headache if you don't know how to exorcise them, which is why it's good you came to us. Suicide almost always results in angry ghosts. They need revenge. Revenge on whom? On other students. Perhaps this particular spirit was bullied into taking his own life and now seeks tormenting others. Ah, listen. We can take care of this for you right away. All we ask is a small donation to the society. We honestly didn't realize that the room was having this much activity. It's really very exciting. Great, well, thank you for your time, Lydia said as she grabbed my hand and pulled out a chair. Do you want to set something for this weekend? Tell you what, we'll call you. Lydia hurried me out of the room with a weary look, and we didn't speak again until we were almost to the admin building. That was a waste of time. Look, I'm not disagreeing with you, but Becca, tell me you didn't honestly buy into that. So you don't think it's I was having trouble even saying the word. It sounded so ridiculous. Ghost? I don't fucking know, but neither do they. That guy had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. I pulled my hood lower over my eyes as we stepped in the residential service desks. Let me put it this way, Lydia continued. They're playing Ghostbusters and we're living the fucking Exorcist. Fine, I said. Then what do you want to do? Just keep sleeping at Mike and Ian's until we get reassigned? I just want this to end. Lydia crossed her arms and stared straight ahead. We all want this to end. Even if living next to that fucking room wasn't scary, it was sure as hell distracting. Alright, I mean we're probably safe during the daylight hours so long as we don't spend the nights there. We should be okay. Our room is only ghost adjacent after all, and our new assignments will come through soon. I checked my room. I checked my watch. Fuck, it's almost 2. Shit, really? I gotta go. Mike got accepted into Sigma Chi and he's getting initiated today. Oh yeah, I forgot he rushed. The girl at the desk waved us forward. I hadn't even realized we'd
Brian?